third-born princess. Little did she know a trial so great was quietly making its way to her.
And the news spread swiftly through the world,
faster than clouds across the sky, until it reached the ears of a handsome prince from a neighboring realm.
Unlike his brothers,
both already wed,
he chose his path
with careful wisdom,
more cautious than most,
yet noble at heart. He came at once the moment he heard. Who will save this princess now? Though the king cried out in desperation,
those gathered there could only bow their heads,
too fearful to utter a word. Then through the castle gates rode the prince. He knelt before the king and said,
Your Majesty,
I shall save her.
of course.
It had all been the witch's design.
For the witch's true appearance
Lay hidden beneath the princess's face,
a flawless disguise no king alive
could ever hope to recognize.
And so the witch,
In search of love she longed to claim,
cruelly exchanged the third princess's fate
with the reflection of her own. Who will save this princess now? At the king's command the kneeling prince
set out in search of a sacred cure.
into the forest deep and dark, the very woods the witch called
To
home.
seek the potion only she
Had power enough to brew, and so the prince walked deeper into the woods.
The prince pushed open the witch's door,
And stepped into her hidden chamber.
yet lying there before his eyes
Was none other than the princess herself. The prince stood frozen in disbelief, yet before the beauty he had dreamed of,
he lost the reason in his heart,
and let temptation lead the way.
and thus ensnared within the witch's scheme, the prince became her willing puppet.
At last the witch obtained the love
She had desired all along.
And what became of the princess, you ask? Well, I leave that to your imagination. So, what kind of story have you come to hear today? You wish to know what happened After the tale we told that day, after the prince had fallen deeply for the witch who stole his heart, what became of the princess then? How did her story start? Where was the third princess hidden? Where had the witch concealed her away? What secret waited in the shadows, unseen until this day? Beneath the castle left forgotten lies a chamber no one sees, the very room where the witch once wandered, disguised beneath the autumn leaves. And there within that silent darkness, the lost third princess waits. Why is the princess here? Was this the witch's grand design? Or did the princess choose herself to hide where none would ever find? Nobody ever realized the princess made a bargain there. The father who seemed kind and noble was the one behind the snare. The third princess never longed for the prince to notice her at all. She only dreamed of leaving this dark and haunted hall. While the prince was lost in wonder, captured by the witch's eyes, the princess planned her own escape beneath those moonlit skies. But if her father found her hiding, her fate would not be hers to choose. She'd be bound to a life unwanted with everything to lose. Why is the princess here? Was this the witch's grand design? Or did the princess choose herself to hide where none would ever find? Nobody ever realized the princess made a bargain there. The father who seemed kind and noble was the one behind the snare. At last the time had finally come when no one else was near. According to the witch's promise, the princess disappeared. She journeyed toward the forest, deep and dark and wild, following the path she'd chosen with the courage of a child. Why did the princess go? Was this the witch's grand design? Or did the princess choose herself to cross the forest alone? Nobody ever realized the princess made a bargain there. Beyond this dark and endless woodland, the morning filled the air. Beyond the shadows of the forest, the golden sun would rise. Do you still wish to hear the story? Then stay a while with me, for another tale is waiting, and soon you'll hear what comes to be. princess had escaped. No kingdom could trace where she'd gone. The place she finally reached was the witch's hidden home. When the prince had led the witch away and vanished from that place, the princess stayed beneath the cellar, watching everything in silence. When she wandered through the forest, deep within the darkened trees, she had finally found her freedom, and she fell down to her knees. Dear she held for oh so long, float upon the evening breeze. Who will save this princess now? Who will soothe her weary heart? All the creatures of the forest sing, someone help her through the dark. Yet they cannot save her, they can only raise their song with their gentle voices ringing. Beautiful melodies drift on. At last the princess left the forest. The very first thing she beheld was a dragon, vast and mighty, ancient as the stories tell. Softly the dragon closed his eyes, then spoke these words to her. You have made it all this way, though you've suffered more than most. You may rest here without fear, you are safe within my home. Who will save this princess now? Who will soothe her weary heart? All the creatures of the forest sing, someone help her through the dark. Yet they cannot change her fate, songs are all that they can share with their gentle voices rising. Beautiful melodies fill the air. Then the dragon wrapped his wings around the princess tenderly, and for the first time in forever, she could finally sleep in peace. The burden she had carried faded softly through the night, and the worries in her heart lost their hold beneath his light. Will this dragon save the princess? Will he heal her wounded heart? All the creatures of the forest sing, our sovereign has arrived. Now at last they all can say, the dragon shall answer cries. With his everlasting power, he will guard her through the night. With his strength beyond all measure, he will stand here by her side. She shall live beneath his shelter, she shall rest within his light. Underneath the dragon's watch, she will never face the night alone. Years and years had passed away, and the dragon shared its power, a gift to keep her safe and strong through every darkest hour. Though every road she'd walked before had felt like thorns beneath her feet, now her heart was with a courage burning deep. There never was a trial for her. It was the king's deceitful game, and the prince still doesn't realize the witch he loves is not what she seems. Take your sword and don't be afraid. Cut through everything standing in your way. Leave the shadows far behind and walk proudly toward the light. With the magic that the dragon taught and the strength you found inside, cast aside the chains before you and deny the fate they write. Once again she crossed the forest, making her way back to her home. Yet the prince was still there waiting, dreaming of the throne alone. When she stepped beyond the gates, every eye was filled with awe. No one could believe the princess standing fearless as before. Take your sword and don't be afraid. Cut through everything standing in your way. Leave the shadows far behind and walk proudly toward the light. With the magic that the dragon taught and the strength you found inside, cast aside the chains before you and deny the fate they write. She stormed into the castle halls, and just as promised long ago, she handed over the prince at last to the witch who claimed his soul. Then she raised her shining blade and struck the king who ruled through lies. For the first time in her life, she watched the truth begin to rise. Now the choice belongs to you. You've overcome what stood in your way. Every chain has been broken. Nothing can stop you today. May your freedom guide your heart. May your future brightly shine. Now reveal the hidden truth and make your dreams come alive. But the story isn't over
When every trial reached its end, she rose to wear the crown. Every step she left behind was shining glory now.
The people looked to her with hope, while evil fled in fear. Those who served the cruel old king no longer dared come near.
She fulfilled the promise made, keeping every sacred vow.
In the end she fought for justice. Was this a happy ending now? With a sword held in her hand, she defended what was right. Now the people lift their voices, singing through the light.
Hail the queen,
A new queen reigns. Raise your eyes and sing her praise.
hear the voices
Strong and high, joy has filled our lives today.
The elder sisters both returned, no longer forced to hide.
Even they were filled with awe by justice at her side.
When the bargain reached its end, the witch went home once more.
With the third prince by her side. became a happy tale.
The tyrant's reign had finally fallen.
Hope would never fail.
Now she wears the royal crown,
A future bright and free.
everyone believes she'll build
The kingdom of their